Hello, everybody. I'm back. I got my work done. So I am so excited. Okay, I'm showing up really fast here. Hello. Oops, I forgot to turn my sound down. Oh. Okay, I think I got it now. Let me see.
Hello.
No, I went the wrong way. All right. Okay. Woo. I don't think that's it. I'm talking away and I'm not doing anything, so I don't think that's the one. Okay, let me refresh the page. I was like sitting there, I'd turned my volume down. It was, I was going on and on and on. And I was like, what's going on? I'm not saying anything. Then it hit me. It was not the one for today. All right, I think I got it now. It looks like it's delayed, so I have a hard time knowing if it's the right one. We'll find out, won't we? So I hope some people come in. I sent out reminders. I hope somebody plays along tonight. I love sharing my ideas with you and getting you to try new things, and hopefully that will happen tonight. I went with a really simple pattern because I think I kind of overwhelmed you with one once 2 weeks ago. I think it was last week, whatever it was. And it's like, oh, no. I don't think anybody wanted to play along. There were so many pieces, but I kept it simple this time. And I can't wait to show my card. It will hopefully be likable with all of you. I did use the stamp set and dies that go with my September advanced class. I played with that class today, got my cards done. Oh my gosh, I love them. They are adorable. This is a really cute set. It's just one of those things. It's like, okay, I like it, and that's what it is. So we'll wait a few more minutes and see if anybody comes in. I was watching the news, and poor Louisiana, oh my gosh, that state, that is just, it's such a mess down there, and they're saying they're not going to have electricity for 4 weeks or so. I know a lot of people had generators, but the water was so high that the generator was underwater, and it was like, why didn't they put their generator up? Their houses are up. Why isn't their generator up? But I don't know. Hey, Betty Ann. Glad somebody finally came in. I was talking to myself, which I do a lot, but that's okay. So anyway, I feel for them. They've got a rough road ahead. I cannot imagine that. I know that we've had hurricanes come through here, and we've been without electricity, but we didn't have, most of our flooding happened in the lower line areas, and where I am is up high. So, I know people have gone through that, and I know it was Florence that did us in, and we still have places trying to come back from that. It takes a long time in insurance, and if you don't have flood insurance, it doesn't help. So anyway, it's been an interesting day today. I had water aerobics this morning, and then I kind of played this afternoon. I had a hard time getting going. I didn't want to do anything. And I finally said, get up off of your butt and get going. Hey, Janice. So I did, and I finally got some things done. I made my card for tonight because I hadn't made it. I knew the layout I was going to use. And I did, what else did I do? I got something underneath. There it is. I put my feet on my thing, and it was tickling my leg. It was like, what is that? it's a tag that I didn't rip off. It's off now. But I got those done, and then I got my 4 cards for my advanced class done. I'm going to share them with you at the end. So stick around so you can see what the class looks like. I had a lot of fun with it. I did a couple of techniques. I really was into watercolor this month. So if you like watercoloring, hey Gladys, this is the class for you because this is so easy, the watercoloring, and so cute, so cute. So, I have to call the vets in the morning. Bisha's been having some issues. I'm not certain what it was. Wasn't certain what it was. Well, I think I know now. Couple of nights after I take her out and bring her back in to give her dinner, she takes a pill. And I usually put my hand down and she grabs it right away. Well, when she's standing at the door and I was talking to her, she was looking right past me, like she couldn't see me. And I went, this is odd. And then when I put my hand down, she couldn't find it. Then the next night I took her out, brought her in. She ran into the wall a couple of times trying to come into her room. And tonight, or the other day when I took her out and then I took her leash off to come into the house, she went to, oh, thanks, Janice. She went to step up on the step, and the step was here. She was over here, and she was doing this, trying to find the step. And then tonight, when I brought her in, she couldn't find her pill again. I picked her up, hey, Mona, and put my hand underneath of her nose so she could get her pill. And then when I put her down and went to put her food in her bowl, she ran into the wall twice and had a hard time finding her bowl. So I think she's losing her sight. Oh, I'm just crushed. It's going to be rough. But I'm going to call the vet tomorrow. I don't know if they'll see her. It's not an emergency, but I figured I wanted to talk to him, and I know that they, sorry, I don't think they'll do anything, but I did look online and it said not to move chairs and furniture around and all. And she's been really clingy to me. I mean, I used to be able to come up here and spend all day up here, and she would be downstairs asleep in the chair. Not anymore. If I come upstairs, she has to come with me. If I'm in the room and she leaves, she follows me. So I just think she's a little insecure right now. So we'll find out when I see the vet. And he had told me when I was there a couple of months ago she was getting cataracts. I didn't expect it to be this fast. I don't know if he did either. And maybe something else is going on. So I'll take her in and see what he has to say at this point. That's all I can do is find out. You know, maybe there's something else going on that could be easily fixed. Who knows? Anyway, I'm going to cross my fingers that it's not that, because she's such a sweetheart, and she's my company. Well, now she's more company than ever. So, all right, we've got 4 people in here. Is anybody playing along tonight? Do you have your paper cut? Are you playing with me? Please, please, please say yes. Let me know. I would love for you to play along with me. I want to see your cards. I've kept my directions very vague. Oh, well, you're lucky, Betty Ann, then. Because, like I said, he told me last month, but he said she has the very beginnings of it. And now, all of a sudden, it's like, what the heck is going on? I left my directions vague because I wanted to see what you guys came up with. So who's playing along? Somebody say I am, so I know. I did this last week, and it's no fun. If we're not going to do this, I'm not going to be, you know, spending time coming up with these projects and all. If you guys don't want this, somebody had said, yes, mystery stamping, and nobody's played with me yet. It's like, oh, well. So, all right, it does not look like anybody is playing. So I'm going to take, and I'm going to flip this around, and we'll get started. And I'll go through the directions. So give me a minute. I've got to hit my buttons. And now I'm going to be upside down. And now I'm going to flip it down so you can see. hopefully I'm within the frame. Woohoo! Not bad at all. Of course, it's a little off, so I'm going to try and adjust it. All right, a little too far. All right, let's see. It's okay, baby. Lay down. She thinks I'm going somewhere. She got up. Okay, so clue 1 was all the measurements you needed. You had to have a pattern paper number 1, which was 2 3/4 by 5. Then you needed pattern paper number 2, which is 3 by 3. Then you needed white or vanilla, whichever went with your pattern paper, and it needed to be 1 1/2 by 3 1/4. Your card base, which coordinated with it also, was 5 1/2 by 8 1/2. It was scored and folded. And then there was the image for your card. And I said you could cut it from your DSP. It could be a stamp set that goes with it or whatever. All right, so here is clue number 1. And I'm going to assume that I didn't hear from anybody that nobody's, or clue number 2, that nobody's playing along. You want to fold your card base and burnish with the bone folder. Then you're going to attach the 2 3/4 by 5-inch piece of pattern paper to the card base. Okay. All right. After you do that, then you're going to take your 3 by 3 piece of pattern paper and add it to your card base. See how easy this would have been? Oh, it is, Mona. What do you see? It would be so much fun. All right. Clue 4. You needed to stamp your sentiment on the 1 1/2 by 3 1/4 piece of white or vanilla. And it didn't matter if it was too long, it couldn't be longer, but if it was not long enough or short or wide enough, because you could cut it down. So that's what you did. Now mine fit on there, and I didn't cut it down because I kind of liked the extra space around it. Okay, clue 5 is add your sentiment to your card base. And I did add a layer behind mine because when I put it down, it was kind of lost. So that's an option. All right. Clue number 6. Stamp, color, and cut out your image. And if you have dies, you could use that. Add your image to the card base. Embellish if you want, and your card is done. Share it with us by posting it. Well, nobody did it, so it's no posting. But I'm going to show you the card I did. So check it out. Isn't it cute? Oh, there's a funny glare on it. I wonder why. Let me hold it up and see, because this back piece is actually, no, it's still kind of weird. Don't know why. But this back piece is from the paper, and it's a crumb cake color. It's like crumb cake. So I don't know why it's doing that, but it is washed out. I wonder if my lights got moved and that's what's causing it. I may have to adjust my lights before I come back on, because that is really, really bright. All right, so there's the card, and for it I used the Nature's Harvest stamp set, and this is the image I used, and I used the Harvest dies to cut it out. Now what I did was I stamped it and cut it out, and then because I used Misty Moonlight, I used the same die and cut one out of the Misty Moonlight, and I offset them so you can see, now you can see the color better. My lights must need to be adjusted. I may have hit them, but you can kind of see how I offset it just to kind of give it some interest. But this is a great stamp set. I used this image and this image and the dies in my cards for this month's class. Yeah, I've got a very bad glare because look at it. Okay, I'll have to adjust it after I'm done to see if it makes a difference. I have a test group that nobody's in but me, and I'll check it out and see. But that's the stamp set and the dies that I used, and that's what I'm using for my class, my advanced class next month. Now, I did use the thank you, and this one is a reminder to never forget how much you mean to me and so many others. You know, I've come to the conclusion I would really like to see stamp sets with just images and then stamp sets with sentiments, because when I get something like this and the sentiments they're not my thing, it's like, well, darn. So I wished that's how ours were. I know other companies do that. I don't foresee Stampin' Up! Doing it, but I think that would be just such a cool idea. Just give me a stamp set. Take all of this out, put this in a stamp set, all right? And then put all of this in another stamp set. So that's it. Mona, I thought it was a good idea too. I set it down. When I stamped it, I set it down there. I said, you can't see it. And I thought, well, how am I going to do this? Because this is die cut, and the die cut's the same size. I said, let's try offsetting it. And it worked perfectly because it gives just the amount of offset to really focus, make your eye come to that. Now, I didn't, hey, Marty, watching from Florida? Oh, good for you. I did not use Wink of Stella on here, but you could, and that would be very pretty with it. I kept it simple, and I used, in my advanced class, you get a half a package of this paper, a roll of this ribbon, and some of the metallic dots. I didn't use any on this card, but when I show you my cards from the advanced class, you will definitely see them there because I use them there. But this ribbon is interesting because it's more like thanks. It's thicker. I don't know if it would. Thanks, Marty, for sharing. I don't know how it would do for tying a knot and all. I didn't try that, but I used it more as an accent with that. But that's what I used. And are you ready to see my cards from the class? Okay. Like I said, I did some watercoloring and sponging. Okay. Here's card number 1. And there's those dots I was talking about. And they come in 3 colors. There's gold, copper, and it's almost like a pewter. It's not silver, but because it's hey Renee, it's not shiny. I couldn't think. Thanks. There's card 1. Okay. Here's card 2, where I did some sponging of the image, and I used the gold ones here also. This one is card 3, and this one has the watercolor to it. All right. And this one used the copper looking ones. All right. And then here's card 4. And I did not use the blends to get the 2 colors here. I used my markers. So, and this one has the copper also. So, but those are the cards from the class. And I'm going to, oh, thanks guys. I was excited to play with this stamp set. I really love, and I wished we had, I'm going to open this up. I played with different colors to see which one I liked best, and I ended up with white. I really wanted an image for this one, and we didn't have it. So that's why I die cut it and sponged it. So, but that's the class, and I know Betty Ann's taking it because she's already told me, she's already purchased the stamp set and everything so that she's set to go. So I'm getting ready to make my announcement about it tonight to my newsletter people. And, oh, thanks, Mona. So I can get the registration open and get it going. And like I said, I had a lot of fun. Ooh, I didn't realize you could see the mess on the side of the desk. Oh, yuck, yuck, yuck. I guess I have to slide it back over this way a little. I moved my stand because it was way over and it was at a weird angle, but I think I'm going to shift it back the other way now so you don't see the mess. But as you can see, I make messes just like everybody else. All right, let me get ready and turn this around. So if you get dizzy, close your eyes. And then I'm going to be upside down. So I've got to change that. There we go. Woohoo! Isn't that a much nicer way to get the, hi Diana, sorry, to do the flipping? It's worked, and I'm not, my iPad freezes for some reason in the middle. It doesn't with this. So I've been using my laptop, just bring my laptop up and set it up, because then I can see the comments, whereas when it was freezing before, I couldn't see the comments half the time, but now I can, so it's not a problem. All right, ladies. Now, I'm willing to do another mystery stamping next Monday night, but I've got to have some people playing along. So if I do this, will you guys play along? It's no fun sitting here reading the directions and not seeing anything. And if you make one, share it with us. And this layout, or these pieces, can be used in a variety of ways. So I was hoping that by doing it, everybody would come up with some different layouts of the paper so that you could get some ideas. So what do you think? Are you going to play along with me next week? Because I can't keep doing this. It's kind of silly for me to come in here and do a mystery stamping and there's nobody stamping along with me, because all I'm doing is reading directions, which is no fun for you. But I would love to. Oh, you're on mountain time. Yeah, that makes a difference. I've kind of gotten it as late as I possibly can, that so that people can, well, you know what, Mona? If you can't make it in, cut your paper and everything like you are. And if you don't make it, I don't show the card till the very end, so you can play it back, read the directions, stop it, do the first thing, then play it again, read it and play it and do it, and just keep stopping and starting the video and play along, and then post your card. So, but hopefully I'll get some people to play along next week. It's like I said, no fun. So, I mean, I added this in so that I could, you know, because people had said they wanted it, and it's like, okay, nobody's doing this. So we'll see. All right, well, let's see. What time is it up? See, I haven't even been on 20 minutes. But look for my announcement, because I'm going to put it in the group. Probably not till tomorrow, because I'll put it out on my newsletter tonight. Oh, no problem, Marty. Okay, thanks, Betty Ann. I just want somebody to play with me. It's kind of, I feel kind of bad sitting here just reading the directions. And I'm sorry I had to write them out. My printer's out of ink, but I haven't gotten more ink because I'm looking at a different printer. I'm tired of the other one running out, so I'm looking at an EcoTank. Do any of you have an EcoTank? That's the kind you fill yourself. I have the one that has the cartridges, and I don't use it very often, so consequently, they dry out. So I'm thinking with an EcoTank, I can put a little bit of ink in there and not have to worry about it drying out. I use a lot of black, but that's what I'm looking at. I've gotten recommendations for one. Oh, my penmanship is great. Oh my God, that was horrible. So that's the reason why I do it. Then I had to go looking for paper because I didn't realize I've used up all my paper, but I had printed out some on paper that I had done and it didn't print right because I was running out of ink. So I had all these pages that I had just that at the top. So I used the other side of it. So anyway, that's what I did. And hopefully, I will see if I can't get the measurements up. I hate to put them up too early because then you guys lose it. But I'll try and get it up by next weekend. Actually, ooh, I have Facebook Live on Saturday. So I'll be back here Saturday. So I'll put it up probably after that because then it doesn't get lost in the feed. All right, ladies, I'm going to get ready and go. My kitchen is all cleaned up. I can go downstairs and sit in the chair with Bijou and send out my email. But I hope you'll join me next week, or join me on Saturday anyway, and we'll have some fun. I don't know what I'm doing yet. I have to look and see. I have an idea. Oh, I know what I'm going to do, or at least what I'm going to be using. So we will see what I come up with. Have a great evening, week, whatever. Hopefully you miss all the storms and everything else. Oh, you're quite welcome, Mona. And see you back here Saturday at 10:30 a.m. Oh, I will. Thanks, Betty Ann. Bye.